Maybe we'll start with some injury updates. Pedro looked like he was out there. Yamar didn't. Christian, Alex.
Pedro's out in training. The other three are not.
Any timeline for Pedro?
He's getting closer. I mean, look, he's got to show that he can be durable over training. A little bit longer training time than just normal. Okay, a week back in it and get him back out there because he hasn't played in a while. So we'll keep you guys updated as his progress. But he looks good. He's excited. It lifts the whole team. It's been good.
And then any timeline on Christian, Alex, Yamar, Kim?
So Ymar's probably the closest out of that group because his hamstring was just a tweak of the same thing. Christian wanted to get back and playing, and I don't blame him for that because obviously the World Cup is a big deal. So he pushed, and then he had a little relapse, so that's set him back. Kim Ki-hee's right behind Ymar, just a little tweak of training the other day. And Alex might be the one that I'm concerned about the most. He's got a chronic hip issue that we've had to just, take a step back so that for the remainder of the year we can get him healthy.
Brent, starting this new part of the season with Portland, do you like kicking it off with this big rivalry game?
I like the grass. I like the rivalry. It's important. Yes, absolutely. Everything about it.
How do you, get the guys up for, maybe you don't have to because obviously it's a derby, but, with all the injuries and kind of the break, such a long break, how do you kind of get them in the right mindset?
Things. They're tired of us coaches. And the second thing is it's a lot of guys smell opportunity. A lot of guys smell opportunity to show me what they can do. So no big speeches, dramatic stuff. They're all motivated.
There's always that, I don't know, maybe it's just the Latino thing with that coach bump. Timbers have a new coach, what are your thoughts on that?
That's true. It's true with any team culture. You always get a new coach bump because they want to prove that, they can compete and get jobs. So we expect that.
We didn't, I guess one more I'm realizing, we didn't see Cody Baker out here. Anything you can say about that situation?
Cody Baker will be placed on loan. That'll go out this afternoon with New England. And Mikey Morris is the connection out there. They've taken a couple injuries at right back, so they approached us. That was kind of, for me, a tough one because he's such a good kid. Local product, works his butt off every day at training. That to me is one of those, let's let the kid have an opportunity, because we use him in fixture congestion when we have some injuries, yes. But I think Cody getting a look somewhere else might do his career a little bit of a jump start, so we opted to do it to feel good. And I'm happy, and hopefully he gets a legitimate chance there to see what he can do.
And I would have to imagine that Peter Kingston's sort of emergence has sort of factored into that a little bit.
Yeah, but Cody was also a good replacement for Nuhu. Nuhu seems indestructible, but who are we going to play back there? You got Paul, you got the other Paul. We're trying Tino out there in our 3-2 build. So that's still a work in progress, but Cody was handy to have in moments for sure.
We just asked Paul about, him being a tempo setter, what other players are going to have to come into this game and really set the tempo high right off the start for this specific derby.
Everybody. Look, the atmosphere is going to be good because you still got the grass. You got Portland way up in the rafters, way up there, for 500 people. You got the guys tired of us coaching, talking, film, all that. They want to get back at it. I think the atmosphere and the guys will be fired up when the referee blows the whistle. And, expectations are guys that start, they're going to do that when you get tired because you got to understand there might not be 90-minute fit. So when the subs come on, they got to make a difference.
How about you, Coach? You've probably done this 1,000 times, but I'm just kind of curious on your mindset, getting back into this coaching aspect.
Very important because look, if you're looking at the stretch of games we got coming up, we had some road games early on because the grass is being installed, but we've got one home game and then a bunch of road games, and then there's CONCACAF Leagues Cup, tough trip to Toluca, some 3-game weeks. I mean, we're going to be under it pretty fast. So getting off to the right start for this match, this home match, is critical.
Do you? I mean, I'm sure you. I'm sure you feel like you have a really strong team as always. But do you bother yourself with like getting into the war room maybe with Craig about potential new signings and getting somebody in?
He comes down to my office every day, so we talk about things and stuff comes up. Sometimes names come up, but we're always talking about the team.